4. Pig Latin Diagnostic Operators. Apache Pig provides some development tools that are very helpful in developing the scripts. In this video, I'm going to teach about some of Pig Latin's diagnostic operators, which are describe, explain, and illustrate. By the end of this video, you will get thorough understanding on these diagnostic operators. You will know how different operators affect the data. You will be able to write better code, and you will also be able to test your code with small sample of data. Describe operator. Describe operator can be used to view the schema of a relation or alias. For example, to view the schema of an alias A, we can give describe A. Explain operator. Explain operator is used to display the logical, physical, mapreduce execution plans of an alias or a script. This is helpful to know how Pig is compiling each Pig commands into mapreduce scripts. 1. The logical plan contains the pipeline of the operators that needs to be executed. It also shows some of the optimizations, such as applying filter transformations on the top level, are shown. 2. The physical plan displays how the logical operators are converted into back-end specific physical operators. 3. The mapreduce execution plan shows how the physical operators are grouped together to form the mapreduce jobs. For example, to find how these execution plans are laid out, we can type in explain A. Illustrate operator. Illustrate operator is used to display the step-by-step execution of an alias or a Pig script. It is used to debug code with some small sample of data. For example, illustrate A gives step-by-step execution of the alias A. If you need to test a script with some small sample of data, then you can give illustrate-script pigscript1.pig, where pigscript1.pig is the name of the Pig script. Let's see how to use the diagnostic operators in Grunt Console. First, let's start with the describe operator. For that, I am giving a load statement, which we use to load an HDFS file into an alias A. If you are unsure about the load statement, please have a look at our earlier videos on how to load a file into an alias. Now that we've loaded the file into the alias, I'm going to check the schema of the alias by issuing a describe operator on alias A. Describe A. You can see here it displays the schema of the alias. Name is of chararray data type, age and salary are of int data type. Remember, we've already seen that the default data type is bytearray. I'm going to remove the data types and reissue our load statement. Now, when I describe A, here you can see all the fields are defaulted to bytearray data type. Let me try the load statement again by removing the schema part altogether. Now, when I describe A, it says schema for A unknown, so specifying the schema when loading the statement is crucial. Next, I'm going to show you how to use the explain operator. For that, I'm going to create an alias B using the for each statement. For each of the records in alias A, I am increasing the salary field with 1,000. Now, let's use the explain operator on alias B. This gives the logical plan, physical plan, and mapreduce as expected. During logical plan, no data processing takes place. Only syntax and semantic checks take place. Logical plan contains a series of logical operators. Physical plan describes the physical operators the Pig will use without reference to how they will be executed. MapReduce plan describes what maps, combines, reduces it will perform in each stage along with the physical operations. The third and the final diagnostic operator is the illustrate operator. Let me apply illustrate B. Here you can see it has applied the operations and executed with some sample data. Here, the sample output for the alias A and alias B are displayed. You can see the salary column is increased by 1,000 in the alias B. In other words, after applying the for each statement. By using the illustrate operator, you get to know that the logic is performing well, at least for some sample data. In this video, we learned about how to use the describe operator to see the schema of any relation and to understand how the data is represented in each of the relation. We also saw the usage of explain operator in understanding how Pig compiles Pig commands into the mapreduce jobs. Finally, we saw how to use the illustrate operator to test the code with very small samples of data. In the coming lecture, we will learn on how to filter the input data so that your application can process only on the needed data.